general thoughts on how you guys performed?
Felt like it was areas where we could have been better at, but at the end of the day, we came out with the W. These games are never going to be clean or blowout wins. You know, it's tough week in and week out. Just good to see after the last few weeks us come out on top.
And how important was it to just get back in the win column, just from a mentality standpoint?
Real big. We needed it. Everybody here knows Panthers were or still are behind us by a game. Based off their game today, and we needed that one so that way we can keep our first place in the division.
How does it kind of help y'all's confidence?
You know, just we got to keep stacking. We know what it felt like when we lost those 3 games in a row. We finally were able to get a dub, to see the energy back, to see the happiness. If we want to continue to be like this, we know that we got to continue to play better ball.
Wide receivers throwing good blocks to spring people.
I don't know if it's necessarily like that they miss me. I just think that we, as an offense and as a unit, we have to do a better job of being able to get downfield blocks and just finishing our blocks like throughout the place.
Now you played with Tristan Wirfs quite a few years. Mm-hmm. Was it cool to see him get a touchdown pass finally?
Yeah, it was really cool. I think that was something we've been working on for a little while. I think anytime an offensive lineman scores is sick. Just like they do all of the dirty work and rarely get any of the recognition. So I think it's cool, and you saw like the reception that he got from his teammates. Like we all love T, and you know he earned something like that. Mm-hmm. And it's amazing. Like that's something we obviously losing 3 straight. That's like your primary focus is get back in the win column. It's a tough league. You have to bring your A game every single week, and whenever you don't, you can get beat. So we haven't played good enough the last few weeks. We still have some stuff to clean up, but it feels good to get back in the win column.
How does it elevate the team's confidence getting back in the win column?
I think it does a lot for us. Like winning always boosts your confidence. We just got to stack them now. We have to learn from our mistakes from this game and then figure out how to eliminate them for the future game.
And then how about you and your play? How would you assess your play today?
I think I made some good plays today. It feels really good to just like get back in the flow a little bit. Started to see some signs of what I'm accustomed to. Obviously, I know it's been a long road for me, so just being able to play in back-to-back games and to be healthy, I'm grateful for, and to be able to contribute in the way that I did, especially in the win, makes me feel good.
We just joined you on Buccaneers Radio. You had a long catch and run in the second half of the game. Describe the play and how good did that feel to get back out there and make a contribution like that?
I mean, it was just like a little sit route. Bait gave me a good throw, and then just try to make something out of it from there. But again, it felt good to be able to contribute in the way that I was. I think we left some meat on the bone, so to say, just in terms of the game as a whole. But that's something we can learn from.
As a veteran player, it is a long season. That's the lesson every year. Why has this team been so good at the end of the year, and do you start building on it starting with today?
I think whenever you have veterans on the team that have been through a lot, it helps you in the back end of the season. Like I said, it's a long year. You get like the ebbs and flows of the season. Unfortunately, we have a lot of guys on there with a lot of experience. So we have to start right now and continue to build, because if we want to get to where we want to go, we can't have missteps.
Great to have you back out there healthy. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you very much.
It starts with Budda Baker and how good he is, and how he just a lot of their defense is set up to where let him do his thing and everyone works off him. So it can be challenging at times, but I thought overall we had some good runs and we had some good stuff come off. Obviously, it's great to see Bucky back out there running around, but 100% we need to be cleaner on some of those drives. Especially the first drive coming out of the half, I get the holding and just kind of stalls there. So certain things like that, like we just got to, put more, like we had some great drives today, but just more consistency throughout, especially the later in the year we get.
Despite the inconsistency, still in the winning column.
Yeah, it's been a while, so it was good to get that one. And, we'll build on it and we'll try to, start some up here and get a little streak going.
Sorry if you already asked this, but just take us through the Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah, I mean, all week we talked about, like, if it happens, which it won't, how are we going to celebrate? And that wasn't planned at all. I think it ended up just being a big.
How hard was it for you to pick up
the strongest guy in the locker room?
So I feel like we all just ended up hugging in the corner, like all the linemen. So, I don't know. We didn't. I mean, it's pretty classic, I guess. Like we just were like, I guess we hug.
Was the planned thing a dance that was planned that never came off?
We talked about it. It was kind of all light fun. We never set anything in stone, and that's why I think we all just ended up hugging in the corner. So it was fun, though.
I was talking about the Tristan Wirfs touchdown.
Yeah.
We joined you late on Buccaneers radio. It doesn't matter how. It just matters did you with a game like today, right, to get back on the winning track?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said earlier, sloppy at times, but we had some nice drives. It's just about being more consistent.
It was funny. There was my buddy said it's like a little foreshadowing. Somebody asked me last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't know. It was we put it in, and I was like, I can't wait. Hopefully we get in the red zone. Hopefully we call it. Oh, sorry. Hopefully we call it.
You kind of hinted a couple weeks ago that maybe you might get the ball sometime. You didn't say what it would be. How long has that been in the works, that play?
I think we put it in the week after somebody asked me that question. I was kind of pumped about it. I thought, I didn't think it was going to happen, but yeah, it was fun.
What's
Getting to
that
catch
moment
I
like
got to give a shout out. I got to give a shout out to Payne. This holding call, I don't think it would happen without it.
The holding call gave it a second chance. What's that moment like when the ball is coming to you and you're wide open in your alignment?
It's crazy. All week he was giving me floaters, and he kind of threw me a bullet, so I was kind of nervous. I was just like, don't drop it. But no, I was excited. I saw Buda Baker run to the right, and I was like, oh my gosh, he might throw it to me. I was kind of nervous that Buda was gonna smoke me. I thought he might have read out of it. But no, it was awesome. Catching a touchdown in the NFL is, it's a pretty cool feeling.
When is your last touchdown at any level? Do you recall?
It was
Little league, middle school, what?
It was in high school. I blocked the punt and then scoop and scored. That was my last touchdown. So it was nice to get back in the end zone.
And what about for this team to get back in the win column? Follow it up on that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was big for morale, big for the boys to get back in the win column. Needed it to get out of that rut. So excited to keep going, excited to keep moving forward, and have another good week of practice.
Tristan, thank you.
Can we talk about the celebration?
Yeah, we had something planned and I blacked out. It was we had a whole thing planned. And Graham came running over. He's like, "Tell me to jump up." I was like, "Let's do it."
How
Yeah,
to be lifted in the air?
it was crazy. I don't know if I've ever been that high before. That was fun. Now I know what Ted's feels like. That was Graham. Graham got me up there. I don't think he locked it out, but he got me up there.
This experience teach you?
Be closer to God, because he gave me a gift. Long as I just stay connected with him and put all my faith in him, knowing that he got a plan for me and knowing that I have to have him first.
Bucky, what did it mean to hear the crowd, how much they liked having you back out there?
I mean, it's a blessing. Like I always say, man, I don't take this game for granted. Every chance that I get out there and compete with my guys, I'm going to give it my all just because I love what I do every day. And like I said, man, it's a blessing. I want to give all glory to God.
To play as much as you did, get the ball as much as you did today?
I mean, like I always say, I go in there when my number is called, and when the ball is in my hand, I want to make plays.
Bucky, how do you feel health-wise coming out of this game?
I mean, I feel great. The staff put together a great plan for me after the game, to go on the tubs and just a great plan. So just thanks to them for putting all that together for me.
You got in the end zone with CG got in the end zone. What's that like to celebrate also scored?
I mean, that's a guy I've been looking up to since I got here. That's a guy that work hard each and every day. You know what I'm saying? That's a guy that take the game serious. And, them type of guys that you want around that have true passion and true love for the game. And that's a guy that I want to say and tell my kids one day and my wife one day that them the guys type him and Mike Evans that I got a chance to play with and see them guys grow in their career.
Tristan Wirfs getting in the end zone.
I mean, I give all credit to my O-line, man. Like I always say, whoever up front, man, I love my O-line to death, man. I'm willing to run behind whoever. So just being able to see him get a touchdown, it's exciting.
Bucky, can you take us through your touchdown run?
Yeah, we got a GT counter. Just being able to know your progression in that, being able to stay on the inside hip of the puller, reading it out, seeing if it's a spill or spot a team, just being able to trust my blockers up front and everything else kick in after that.
A lot of open space.